Hope you guys doing well. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good time. This is my first stream. Hope you guys this is my first live, so we're gonna do our best. Have a good time. Gonna play some. Ah, great. See. All right, there we go. Sorry, we had some sound issues. Uh, see. Appreciate you guys for your patience. Alrighty. Uh, see. Uh, I think I'm having sound issues. Hmm. Uh, Hello? Sorry, you guys. I'm having some issues with the sound. It was working fine just a second ago. I'm on the outside. All right. Uh. All right. Let's try this. Hopefully, this works out a little bit better. All right. But anyway, we end this. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys doing well. All right. Let's get into this. I played a little bit of it. I'm still pretty kind of bad, but I tried my best. So we doing well. Hope you guys doing well. Thank you. Welcome to my stream. Sorry for the technical difficulties in the beginning, but it's your boy Manchurro, aka Paint Boy, aka the confectionery crime boss, aka half man, half churro. Bitten by a radioactive spider or a radioactive man. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Spiders and shit, man. But anyway, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna play some games. We just gonna vibe. I really appreciate you. And we end this. Uh so I guess since this is kind of an introduction and since we first meeting each other for the first time, you know, hope you guys doing well. I keep saying that, but yeah, like the my intentions for this channel is just to goof around, have fun, and I'm pretty bad with computers, so I think this is a fun way for me to like learn how to play computer games and do all sorts of cool shit, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy. I've done a little time before, so we gonna do this. We in this. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling because I'm nervous. But we got this. All right. Before we get started, this is a fun little game I play. My friend got me to play a year or two ago. And it's a pretty fun game. What I enjoy it a lot. Yeah. There we go. That's just to prevent some shit from happening because this game tends. Well, I think it's my hardware. Because sometimes I play with a controller, and it one thing it'll do is like it will fuck with my it would like pick it up as like a microphone or a headset, which usually isn't a problem, but you know, when you're trying to stream and all. All right, we end this. All right. So I like playing Geppetto. He's a pretty cool guy. He drops like little drone guys, and then you can like whack them in all over the place, and he drops bombs, and like he has shields that he gives to his little dummies, and then you can give him an ability. Uh, I like unstable cores. 5 seconds after creating a dummy, he becomes unstable, and then if you if you hit him with like the power move with the strong mallet move and launch him, he'll like explode into mofos. So it's pretty fucking cool. All right, where we at? Okay, let's get this bread. My name is Jonathan Taylor Thomas, the man with 3 last names, hero of the Imperium. Alright, but anyway, shit. Oh wait, that's my guy. This is for my grand. Alright, fuck that guy. Where we going? Shit. Oh. Oh shit. There we go. If you got a gun, I got a bigger one. And by gun, I mean a puppet. I gotta stop calling my puppets guns. But anyway, here we go. Oh. Alright, we're gonna hit this trifecta right here. I don't even know what a trifecta is, big dog. Jesus. Alright. Alright, fireworks. Each dummy regains 30% of his maximum health and it shoots a homing missile. Oh. Alright. How much time I got left? Oh yeah, I got like a timer on here. So like one thing that's fun about this game is like you kind of got to move a little bit because like there's like a timer, and once the timer runs out, you got to go fight the boss with whatever you got. All right, here we go. Oh shit. Nice. I forgot what that does. Oh yeah, it opens stuff up for you. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, I got bombs. Oh, laser landed when dummy when defense effect is applied. Dummies next attack shoots lasers from their eyes. Dealing holy shit. Voguing's hit with yeah. Let's buy all the shit we can. Oh, that's all the shit we can buy. Alright, Alright, I got like 9 minutes to go.
sacrifice, what would you give in exchange? I used to be a thief, but now I'm a respectable person. Got anything to trade? Ain't that a beauty? I hope you get some use out of that. Nicked it myself.
I tell tales of your heroics to my children before bed. Righty, Pat. Here's something to help you.
There we go.
Steady now. There are more enemies afoot. Now that's what I call a good apprentice. An excellent benchmark. Once we're done, I'll teach my scoundrels to dance. Like nailing tacks in a row. They're all so many. Just can't always see the strength. My dear boy, I'll be joining you soon. That's my little scoundrel.
Oh no.
Dreams are made.
Shit. We gotta get moving. Fuck. Alright.
Prepare yourselves, scapegraces. The fight is on.
It's all good. If this fool don't love me, I love me. My turtles are here to save you.
That monster is a rust hazard.
Ooh, Goldilocks porridge. Ooh. The king of clubs.
We always knew when he was telling the truth.
Oh, come on! I wasn't paying attention. That was my fault. Only Godzilla can save us. Alright, here we go. Fuck. Oh, I just got Iron Maiden. That's sick. I didn't realize that was what that was. It took me a second. Because I kind of stopped playing before, like, all they updated all the cool shit in. Oh, come on! Alright, we in this. Alright, we gotta lock in now. Uh, there we go. Oh wait, we're going the wrong way. Alright.
Nothing like height for a little perspective.
Ooh.
I am most pleased to see you, my friend. Tremendous. Now, off with you. I foresee many great deeds in your future.
Alright, let's keep going. I guess try to level up before the
I am delighted to see you, as always.
Alright, what else we gotta fight? Let's see. Give me something.
Brace yourselves. There is much to do. Now that's what I call a good apprentice.
Nailing strike, add an additional strike to attack combo, dealing 400 damage.
This will improve things.
I'm not gonna survive this. Oh, we might actually.
Bombs away! Make me proud! That's my little scoundrel!
Oh, come on. Shit. Alright, here we go. Eat a dick, tentacle. Jesus. Alright, here we go. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Alright, we end this. Oh, it still got a feather. Fuck yeah. Jesus. Ah.
Something's gone awry.
I got a new rank at least.
I built weapons for the other wardens of the watch. My favorite, a flute for the piper. My scoundrels performed their duty without question or complaint. The nightmares and creatures of the darkness began to fear them. For wherever one came walking, that meant the Ravenswatch were near.
Hmm.
We wardens shared one thing in common. We hated the nightmares, for they had taken something precious from each of us. It was after a time that we learned how Baba Yaga had brought these creatures from a dark world into reverie, and made us each in our own way turn our tools into weapons. My automatons took damage without pain in these endless fights, and I began to take pride in them. Their courage, I knew, was only the fruit of my own calculated handiwork, but it seemed that strange metal gave a glitter to their eyes. All I knew was that in their wickedness, the nightmares had given me the means to destroy them. Every scoundrel I fabricated took me one step closer to their end.
God damn. That's some lore right there. All right, let's see. Good old story time.
I built weapons for the other
Oh.
wardens. Once upon a time,
Oh, there's like a whole story.
I had everything a humble tinkerer could ever want. A warm workshop, a good rep, and my
Oops.
Once upon a time,
Started
I
over.
was a happy man. I had everything a humble tinkerer could ever want. A warm workshop, a good reputation, a loving wife, and my greatest treasure of all, a living, laughing son. My boy was a farcer, he was. Good at scaring, good at hiding, and good at all manner of pranks. Red pepper in my stew, rock salt in my shoes, tacks and needles on my chair, and all anger erased by the power of his laugh. His mirth was contagious, the kind to make ribs ache from too much bellowing. I have striven to put the memories of my son behind me. They bring pain to my heart. Not just a pang akin to hammer-hitting finger or nail-piercing foot, but a pain that does not disappear. Alas, this sad story I must tell. I have learned that tears unshed hide from us our brightest riches far more completely than any darkness ever could.
God dang.
Years of labor and experimentation had led to the unveiling of my masterpiece. The mayor of Sugarland had asked me for a town clock that would only need winding once a year. I surpassed myself. My town clock not only told the time, but performed a ballet every hour on the hour, danced by autonomous plum fairies to the symphony of an orchestra of animal musicians. The mayor stood smiling beside my family as he pulled the lever to unleash the springs of my clever contraption. The clock began to tick, and then whistle and whirl itself to life, as per my careful design. Then it suddenly screeched a sound that was not part of my invention. Black shadows rose within the tower, and to their chorus my dancers drew knives they should not have had, and my musicians bared teeth I had not made for them. The clock continued ticking as those gathered at the assembly fell dying, one by one. Shaking free from my fear during what seemed like an eternity, I took the dead mayor's cane and wedged it into a central gear. The clock died while the nightmares feasted on our misery.
Wow.
Night had not yet come when the town militia finally chased the nightmares from Sugarland. I remember the red sky, glowing like a dying ember through grey ash. My son's body lay where it had fallen, amongst the bodies of the assembly. He lay beside his broken mother, a wound to her head, a blow from which she would never awaken. This was a bittersweet blessing, for she was spared from learning that our son had died that night, taken by foul monsters from someone else's vile dreams. She would never have to mourn our proudest creation. I decided that mourning my wife and child could wait until I had rid Reverie of the creatures that had killed our son. Even were it to take me a lifetime, I would not shed a tear until I had destroyed them all, each and every one. Once my dead had been buried, I packed my equipment and set out to find the RavensWatch. They accepted me, and I made the oath. We were a strange lot, but we all had a shared motivation. None would rest until our world was freed of nightmares.
Damn. It's fucked up, bro. But I feel it. We in this big, dog. I got your
had
back.
taken pieces and parts from my clock tower with me to study what had gone wrong. The nightmares had gifted the automatons of my creation with something strange, a pulse of sorts. The metal in their bodies had been magnetized by some kind of electric source, giving them an autonomy akin to a living being. Though I did not yet know how to bring about this effect on my own, I had ample supply from the dancers and musicians of my perverted machine to bring doom upon my family. I began to tinker with these pieces and build new playthings of my own. My new toys were not made for children, but rather to avenge their deaths. Equipped with explosive powders, corrosive acids, and poisonous blades, I began to build a metal regiment that nightmares would learn to fear. My creatures had no heart or soul to stay their hand from the cold tasks at hand. They would do for me what my human heart prevented me from doing myself. My little scoundrels could kill without mercy. I needed only to ask.
Damn. That's fucked up, bro. I would just read it for good measure.
Other wardens of the watch. My favorite, a flute for the piper. My scoundrels performed their duty without question or complaint. The nightmares and creatures of the darkness began to fear them. For wherever one came walking, that meant the RavensWatch were near. We wardens shared one thing in common. We hated the nightmares, for they had taken something precious from each of us. It was after a time that we learned how Baba Yaga had brought these creatures from a dark world into reverie, and made us each in our own way turn our tools into weapons. My automatons took damage without pain in these endless fights, and I began to take pride in them. Their courage, I knew, was only the fruit of my own calculated handiwork, but it seemed that strange metal gave a glitter to their eyes. All I knew was that in their wickedness, the nightmares had given me the means to destroy them. Every scoundrel I fabricated took me one step closer to their end.
The end. I'm tiny. Tiny old Geppetto. Goddamn. This reminds This song always reminds me of like a code, or is it code? Either way. Alrighty. That was a good story though, so let's move forward. Keep pushing forward. All right, let's see. All right, we end this. We're gonna do another run. That's a good little story, though. Sorry, my audio keeps cutting out. It's kind of wonky this time, but I promise I'll try to fix it by next time. I promise, I promise. Alright, Geppetto's a little bit tricky, but... Oh. Alright, I'll be sure to get those next time. Carmella. I don't even remember her. Wukong. Geppetto. Aladdin. Alright, let's do, what's her name? I got a bunch of shit already unlocked for her. She's a little bit easier to play, so it's like maybe we can do it this difficulty on with a simpler character. Dang, she got memoirs for days.
To understand my story, you've got to hear it from the beginning. I loved my gram.
Oops, sorry. Do it again.
I could tell something was wrong with it. I fought it off. To understand my story, you've got to hear it from the beginning. I loved my gram. Sure, we argued a lot. She was always yelling at me for not wearing dresses and getting my clothes dirty. She didn't like me learning to hunt and shoot, thought it wasn't ladylike. I'd blow up at her and would go out to the woods to get some air. Always loved the woods. Something about being around all those trees calmed me. That is, until that last time. We had a big blow up, a major one. I stormed out, went to be with the trees. After I'd calmed down a little, I felt bad about what I said to Gran. Started picking flowers to say sorry. Then, that damn wolf showed up. I could tell something was wrong with it. I fought it off, but not before it got its teeth into my arm. Bandaged it as best I could. Hurt like hell. Felt like there was fire in my veins. I raced home to warn Gran about the wolf. When I burst through the door, she looked up from her knitting in a panic. She grabbed the .22 stashed behind a chair and pointed it at me. I tried to tell her to stop, but the only sound I could make was a strangled howl. I tried to grab the gun from her hand so we could talk, but she pulled the trigger. I smelled gunpowder and blood. Everything after that is a blur. When I came to my senses, there was blood everywhere. Gran had been attacked by some wild beast. That damn wolf, I thought. As I got up to go after it, I saw I was covered in blood too. I felt nauseous. Something was wrong. I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror by the door, and saw with horror that I was the wolf.
Damn.
The trees couldn't calm my nerves. I found a hole and curled up inside. Maybe it was a nightmare. I'd wake up in the morning and it'd all be over. Feet crashing through the underbrush. Voices shouting. Grant's neighbors hunting the wolf that had attacked her. I almost got up to help them until I realized it was me they were after. Their fear smelled sharp, enticing. Better stay hidden. When the sun rose, I felt a prickling sensation that turned into a searing heat, like my skin was turning itself inside out. I looked down and saw that my clothes had turned into hands. Even though I looked normal, I knew I was a monster. I couldn't go home. Too dangerous. I decided to stick to the woods. Keep away from people. Try not to let the beast get the better of me. By day, I traveled Treatery in search of a cure. I haunted fairs and markets, taverns and schoolyards, listening for any mention of some magic that could rid me of the beast. At night, I hunted.
Nice.
With every nightmare I killed, the beast inside me grew. Sometimes, the thrill of the hunt was too strong. The wolf took over. I'd wake up covered in blood, thrumming with excitement. That's how I was when I met Gramps for the first time. I mean, Beowulf. He's a grump, but I like him. Reminds me of Gran. Anyway, when he found me, I was all banged up from a brawl with one of those tentacle things. He wanted to help, but I wouldn't let him. Tried to chase him off. Thing is, he didn't run. He wasn't scared of me or my beast. He's got a beast of his own. He told me I had skill, but that I needed training if I wanted to become a warrior. When he said that, I felt seen for the first time. He wasn't going to cuddle me or dress me up in skirt and try to turn me into something I'm not. He gets me. We hunted together after that. I joined him in the Raven's Watch to kill nightmares and learn from a master. I became a better hunter, but the beast grew stronger too.
Nice. Oops.
With each transformation, I was more aware of the beast's thoughts. What was once a whisper became a howl. Even when dawn came and I was myself again, the beast was there too. My anger and hatred fed it. It was starting to take over. Even Gramps noticed. If you're not careful, you're going to lose yourself to the beast, he warned. The trees didn't help anymore. Piper's melodies riled up the beast instead of calming it down. I spent hours meditating, trying to close the doors of my mind to the beast, to keep it at bay. Whenever I opened my eyes, it was there, ready to swallow me whole. I heard a rumor that Baba Yaga might be able to help me. I clung to that hope with all my might. If I could find her, I would be cured.
There we go. I thought it was muted for a bit. But anyway, like I was saying, these stories, I never really looked at the story pages, and it's kind of interesting knowing more of the lore about it. Oh, yeah. We just having a good time, just vibing, bros. Alright, but we in this, and we gonna go in hard. Alright. Alright, let's do it. Let's see. We got Little Miss Riding Hood. 4. Do.
I do not feel deaf.
Alright, let's try it again. Like I said, I appreciate you guys for watching. Much love. We just starting out. I don't really have any plans for it. I just kind of want to like stream and just like I want to learn more about computers and like just goofing around and video stuff. So like I think just doing YouTube would be pretty fun. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. I'm dumb. Oh, come on.
Not much to do around here. I've been itching for some action.
There we go. Fuck. Sorry, I got quiet. I got really, like, focused in on this. I don't even know what I'm doing in this match. Kind of sucking.
Must have heard I was coming.
I'm at my wit's end. I need to build a stone fortress capable of withstanding the creatures of the night.
Do not. Damn it. Alright, last try. Got mother. Alright, we're gonna fuck this dude up. Wuss. After he like killed me. He like beat my ass. It's like, you ever been in a fight in a Home Depot parking lot? That's how it felt like. Just getting your ass whooped by like a guy with like the ultimate old man strengths you could possibly go against. Like, this guy's been working in concrete for 20 years. He's been waiting for a minute to fuck somebody up. Holy shit. Alright, here we go.
Here it comes.
Come and get it.
We don't have much time.
So we're gonna just chalk it up to that was society's fault. Yeah, that's society's fault. Not a goddamn thing. Man, I sucked at him. Let's take it down to an easier level. Oh yeah. Nah, I can't play a Wukong. I don't know how to play him. Oh, that was an accident. And the Pied Piper.
Music is my soul.
I remember him being a little twin sticky.
Here is a place worthy of song.
Okay, Quest. Oh.
Staccato!
All right.
The piper bows and the crowd goes wild. Pitter-patter-pum!
Oh yeah.
Perfect! We've got ourselves a new public.
Oh.
Well, my darling. Come out, wherever you are.
Man, I goofed around in too much of a small area.
Allegro, allegro.
Oh, come on. That was my fault. I thought I had him.
One is never too old to learn a new song. How is that for a finale? Fortissimo! My little flower. It would be a shame to die today. Heed my call, one and all! That's what I call playing staccato! Where has everyone gone? We are in for a treat, my little bird. These are desperate times. I need a good night's sleep. You make me proud, my trusty dog.
Alright, fuck him up.
I need healing, quickly.
Oh, come on. I thought I dodged that.
Let's add that to my score.
Mm.
I have a song for every occasion. The sound of scurry. The concert is over.
Oh. We got this. Oop.
We're in need of a puppet.
Oh, where do I go?
Purpose and panache. How many of these monsters are there? Blood is pounding in my ears. I've still so many songs to play.
No, come on. Dang it. Alright, here we go. We gotta get serious now. That's King Bus Key.
They just can't get enough of us. You can never have too many friends.
Here, do fine. Alright, here we go. Alright.
Heed my call, one and all. Let's take it from the top, my friends. Staccato.
I'm struggling this match.
How did that wedding song go again?
We in this though. We got this. We gonna fuck them up.
I'm calling on the whole choir.
Oh, come on.
I hear the music of the sphere.
Oh, come on. That was my fault.
I need to take my music elsewhere.
Oh, we got a little bit up. Let's read his story.
Since I was a little boy, I have always craved the cheering of the crowd. Never have I felt more alive than when navigating in song over a chorus of instruments. My flute would pierce high above the brass and drums, etching emotions on the hearts and minds of bewildered spectators. I called the crowds that gathered my precious flock of songbirds. They called me their maestro. I often wonder if the pride I felt in such melodious moments was not the cause of the curse that now afflicts me. Perhaps some jealous sorcerer took offense at my popularity, or some wicked wanderer sought glee from my demise. I will one day learn the truth. I have no one left to hear the songs from my youth, and ample time to ponder my predicament.
Damn.
The curse crept upon me as I slept. A great, monstrous, dark form appeared to me in a dream, laughing as it cast a spell, proclaiming that the only ears my songs would henceforth please would be those of rats, mice, and shrews. The next morning when I woke, I was wholeheartedly relieved to learn that this frightful vision had been nothing more than a nightmare. I took out my pipe to play in a nearby plaza and found, to my horror, that it would only sound songs of sorrow, salted in a key of chaos, peppered on a scale of doom. My public could not bear to listen to me, putting hand to ear and feet to ground, and sure enough, as the nightmare had forewarned, my only admirers from that day forward were vile, villainous vermin. The fall from hallowed hall to stinking sewer was a tragedy that took me completely by surprise.
Goddamn. That's a good story. Alrighty. I think that's where we're gonna call it. I really appreciate you for watching. Much love. I'm gonna keep streaming more often. I'm gonna shoot for maybe Monday, Wednesdays, and gorillas in between. So keep an eye out. I really appreciate you for watching. Much love. I really appreciate you. I know I'm kind of rambling, but you know, I don't really have anything prepared. Yeah, and I hope you guys come back. We can do this more often and play more video games. Have a great night. Much love, and appreciate you.